We are on day 18. We are going to do Joshua 1:6. I know I said I'd try to get 2 verses in today to catch up, but I just found this verse really hard to memorize, and the next one was equally as hard, so I hope you'll forgive me for that. So Joshua 1:6 says, "Be strong and courageous, for you shall provide the land that I swore to their fathers and to give them an inheritance for this people." Sorry about that. You can tell I'm actually thinking here, not just reading a script sometimes. Anyway, what's the immediate context here? Well, we're in Joshua 1, and Joshua has basically just been put in charge of the Israelites over Moses. And as I was reading the context earlier, it was nice to see God telling Joshua, well, I'm with you even as I was with Moses. And just that encouragement that he was with Joshua as Joshua was leading. So God's really encouraging Joshua to be courageous, as they're going to have to go on, a military conquest of the land to win the inheritance that God had promised to the Israelites and their fathers. So that's kind of the quick context. I'm sure there's a lot more we could have gotten into. I just wanted to give you that context so we can understand a little bit more. And just 2 small applications from this, or not small as in meaningless, but just quick ones. The first one is God wants us to be strong and courageous in whatever we do for him. He has a calling for our lives. It might not be to retake the promised land, but he has things that he wants us to do. So he wants us to be courageous and trust him in that, and know, just like the verses say earlier, he's with us even as he was with Moses and he was with Joshua and the other Old Testament and New Testament saints. And then the second thing is that God keeps his promises. I know it might seem hard sometimes to say, well, God, you said this, that, and the other thing, but I don't see it. Well, you got to think about the Israelites. They waited 400-something years to go into the promised land and possess it. So sometimes God takes his time with the promises, but he will always keep his promises. So those are our 2 takeaways. God wants us to be strong and courageous, and God keeps his promises. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And until then, remember, be strong and courageous.